Welcome back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe to all your social media platforms. So today it's all about Africa. Africa as a continent, not just Gambia, but I'm here to talk about why this tattoo exists in Africa. This is just not any other ordinary tattooing. So have a look. So today I will be talking about the history of African tattoos. These are not ordinary tattoos that you see people actually have nowadays. Especially when you're in Africa, you get to see these a lot. They're more like scars, some of them, but some of them you can tell straight away these are tattoos on their faces, arms, legs. But anyways, let me just go deep into history of why these tattoos actually exist. And when next you see an African with such tattoo, you will then say, oh, Rene Marcus did mention these tattoos actually mean something. So for many thousands of years, tattoos were seen as a way of curing disease, protecting against spirits, showing affiliation towards certain groups, tribes, and reflecting personality traits such as bravery, courage, and social status. These tattoos were predictably very simple in design. They consisted of pairs of straight lines on the arms and legs of the priestess, and also included an elliptical pattern beneath the navel belly button area. Guys, would you believe the oldest tattoo ever found was actually on an Egyptian mummy around 2000 BCE? Wow. However, many male tattoos bearing mummies have also been found in Egypt and in other African countries such as Libya, with many of these tattoos looking as though they were created in order to show commitment and devotion to sun worship. Oh wow. Guys, though there has been a large presence of Islamic societies within North Africa throughout its history, there were many who actually considered the art form of tattooing to be a legitimate practice, especially large groups of Moroccan women, for reasons currently not known. So if you know, please comment down below, because most within this region, though decided not to disobey their fate throughout the countries, strict Muslims saw and still see tattooing as being highly disrespectful and unholy. This is because the practice is seen as causing injury to the body, which would be seen as graffiti on a gift from God. However, early 20th century documentation suggests that there was still a sizable traditional tattoo culture throughout recent history in parts of North Africa, including Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Egypt. Guys, as we already know this, that it appears that tattooing culture, as we know, it never gained any noticeable historical attention in the sub-Sahara. It was found that small groups of indigenous people from these regions did practice a form of body modification called skin sacrification. The process of sacrification involved using a sharp instrument to cut the skin deeply enough for a scar to form over the area. This must be so painful. Sections of the skin were sliced into shapes and patterns so that when the skin healed and scarred, the shape pattern would remain forever. This was considered a dangerous practice many years ago due to the lack of suitable healing methods in these times. If any new tattoo or sacrification practice was undergone, then the lack of available tattoo aftercare advice and procedures meant that many people suffered greatly from infections contracted through the puncture wounds within the skin, even quite commonly causing death if not treated quickly enough. This is crazy. But I guess it's culture, and when it comes to culture, culture is culture, guys. You know, just because it's not your culture doesn't mean that you have to basically disrespect other people's culture, because you know how basically history actually shows that even though it's actually a traditional thing that years ago people do, even now in this modern day people still do it, especially in my country. Sarahules, Mandinkas and Fullers do it. My mom actually got it done as well. When I got her to explain it to me, she then explained that, oh, the wound is actually cut open and then it's not ordinary. They actually put something like a medicine inside it to dry off with the wound with no medical attention at all. So it basically healed after a couple of weeks or something like that. So she's got these tattooing done, but in Gambia we call it nyas. So you see a lot of people having these done, but me, I'm scared of needles. I'm scared of anything that would hurt me. So that's why I haven't got any. But if you pay attention on one of my arms, I actually have like something like tattoo, but it's a birthmark. A lot of people actually think it's a tattoo of a river, but God, it has a beautiful shape though. So I need to show you guys in my next video so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because most of the time, because of the things that I wear, you barely see it because it doesn't show. Guys, let's just go back to the topic, because this history is just amazing. Culture is beautiful. So given to the superstitious nature of many indigenous people from the sub-Saharan area, many of these practices were drawn and provided in order to create a protective barrier against various forms of evil and harm that may be presented to a person throughout their lives. This is basically the same as Gambia as well, because my mom, just like I said, my mom had it done. And when I asked her, like, why have you got this? She was like, oh, it protects you from evil because it's not ordinary. It actually has some medicine, like some African medicine in it. So they believe that no spiritual attack will basically attack you. No evil eyes can do anything to you. You're strong, you know, every single thing that you could think of when it comes to bravery, that's what you are. So people in the Gambia do it, but not everyone. Just like I say, I haven't got it done, but a lot of people actually believe in it. So if you believe in it, you believe in it. But this is something that it's very interesting, and a lot of us don't actually pay attention when we actually see this kind of things. But people believe in it, that's why they have it done. Interestingly, in more modern times within Africa, the art forms of tattooing and scarification have actually merged in many countries to create a process called Sequaturization. Guys, Sequaturization involves cutting the skin deeply to create scar tissue before then rubbing ash into the wound, whilst the ash does add pigments of color to the scars as they form. The main purpose of adding these elements to the area is to inflame the skin, causing the scars to rise and protrude even more than they normally would. Sometimes the scars are even reopened at a later time, only for pebbles or pearls to be added underneath the skin to create an even more visible rise effect. This process is sometimes used as a ritual within various tribes, although all tribes will have at least small differences within their ritualistic styles. For many boys within these tribes, they will have to undergo Sequaturization as they hit puberty and as they proceed to approach manhood. A few years later, their scars will be reopened in order for stones pebbles to be inserted to further raise their shapes and patterns. Oh guys, thank you so very much for tuning in. This is the end of the African history extraordinary tattooing lessons. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was just meant to be a quick video just to basically give you let's say a bit more lessons about Africa for most of you that have not been to Africa, what to expect, and when you see these things you know exactly what's going on. So you're more than welcome to try them when you're actually in Africa, to say, you know what, let me have one of these tattoos, enjoy the pain. But that is it. That's everything I had for you guys today, and thank you so very much for tuning in. Thank you for being here today to watch my video. See you on my next video. Thank you, and you guys know I love you. Thank you for every single donation you guys have been doing, and keep signing that petition and keep sharing. Thank you very much.